Here we go. Hi, everyone. We are more or less live. Sorry, just a little bit here. Hi, everyone. I'm here with Julian. Hi, Julian.
Hi guys.
And we are basically on opposite sides of the world. So where I am, it's morning. Julian, you're in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's 5 p.m.
Yep. Um, but we're going to talk about the tournament you ran recently, MOAB in Australia.
Yeah, over the October long weekend we have here. It's the 4th and 5th of October this year. So it was 2-day event and 6 games. We don't normally run 6 games, and I think a lot of people have realized why we didn't run 6 games normally because a lot of most of us were very tired
Yeah.
after the sixth game.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
Yeah, it does get quite exhausting. Like long full weekend tournaments is a little bit of an a stamina sport of some sort. You're mentally you just get so fatigued, don't you?
There's only so many cans of Coke and hamburgers you can have to get you through the
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
And while we're by the way, Julian, while we're talking, I'll show people a few pictures of the tables at Moab. All the terrain. Who supplied all of that? Because it looks really cool.
All the terrain for the event was supplied by either the Western Front Gamers Club in Sydney or members of the club. So yeah, one club supplied all that terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had how many players over the weekend?
We started with 34. Um, we had 3 dropouts before the event, which is it's completely normal.
Yeah.
And then we played the Gumby Army on um, the first day.
Mm.
I got a game, which was nice. And then we had another dropout overnight for the second day.
Mm.
So we ended with 30 players on the second day, and then 2 players dropped out after game 5. So
Okay.
we 34 originally ended with 28.
And
So
looking
since it,
over, yeah. And looking over the tables right now, I have to say I really like your tables. They're a little bit denser than I'm used to seeing tables in version 2 at least, which I like for version 3. So I really, are you finding also that version 3 needs a little bit more terrain in general?
it yes, but that's the level of terrain that we tend to play on anyway.
Yeah.
Um, I have seen some of the photos of the WTC, and from an Australian standpoint, they're very sparse.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've always played with lots of terrain. It's kind of a big part of the hobby for us, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. For us in Denmark as well, it's yeah. There are different metas in different countries, and I think we're in line with you. More terrain means better games, typically for me at least. Yeah,
It just looks nicer on it's nicer on the table. You don't
it
have
does.
any of those 40k L-shaped ruins.
Yeah, true.
That seems to be a thing. 3 L-shaped ruins in various positions, and that was it.
Yeah, and could you briefly like talk us through the pack for Moab?
Yeah. So the Moab was a 6-game event over 2 days, and we did something a bit different this year. We did an escalation. So we started with 725 points on day 1, and went up to 1175 on day 2, which was you had to include the entire 725 points within your 1175 list. So you're allowed to upgrade units, like upgrade weapons, upgrade equipment, veterancy, even shift things around in position. I know a couple of players, the list was the same, but units changed to a different platoon.
Mm.
Um, as long as the core 725 list was there, um, you're allowed to do pretty much whatever you wanted the next day.
And that is a really good way of doing it. We've been doing the same, where you have low point games, which also you can do those games a little bit easier and quicker, can't you?
They were a bit shorter. They were 2
Yeah.
hours
Yeah.
instead of 2.5, which gave people more time for shopping and stuff on the first day. The big part of I don't know if you've ever seen MOAB. It's not just a bolt action tournament. It's more of a convention,
Mm.
and there's stalls and vendors and things as well.
Which is brilliant to have the chance to like do a little bit of walking around and looking at other games and do a bit of shopping and all of that. That's always nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how did it all go? I mean, were you satisfied with how the tournament went as the organizer?
Yeah, well, I actually had another TO as well,
Mm.
Mike. So he helped me on the day. He printed the trophies for me, and he helped me do the mission pack because I've been moving house and kind of run out of time to do the mission pack. But no, it went really well.
Mm.
It went really well. The everyone seemed happy. I think everyone was a bit tired from 6 games. I think that's, as I said before, we're not really used to it.
No.
We normally do 5.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a brain drain going on by the end of it.
Yeah. Um, in terms of actually getting a result, how did you find having 6 games compared to being used to running 5? Were you like, did that make a change?
In terms of like player placement,
Mm.
well, no, the same person won.
Yeah. Well, that's always a thing. But some players seem to like the fact that you have more games in order to sort of separate a little bit better out.
Yeah, it did separate the top 5 players, I think.
Mm.
But in regards to the first place, I mean, he's just a machine.
Yeah.
We all know that. You've seen it firsthand. I've seen it firsthand. He's and he often wins with lists that I don't think anyone has any business winning with.
Yep.
Which very
by the way,
bizarre.
we'll see that in a minute, because you and I are just going to just browse through the top 5 lists. Yeah.
I did this discussion in regards to his listing, because I TO'd CanCon this year with Ian Underwood. I was the assistant TO, and he's listed CanCon. That my initial thought was, I don't know how he's going to win with it. He doesn't have enough infantry, and somehow he does.
Yeah. Yep. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in regards to the painting competition, because having that many players and that many armies, and I'm in the images just now shifting over to looking at the armies, and they are gorgeous. I have one here from Jason, a German force, looking really flashy. So how did you do the painting competition?
On the first day, I have a walk around while people are playing, and I just pick about 8 to 10. Like, tap on the shoulder, shortlisted for the painting. I find if you have 30 players all putting out their armies, all jostling for a spot, it becomes too much.
Yeah.
And I'd like to pick everyone, to be honest, because most of the armies looked stunning, but you just got to kind of pick the top
Got to
8
cut
to
it
10.
down.
That's right, yeah. So we just put them out on the table before the first game on the second day. Everyone had a wander around, and everyone casts a vote. And that was won by a landslide, actually. That's best painting.
And who actually won it?
Adrian, with his Alpini.
Yeah, and that I'll just enhance the image for that, because I was just getting to Adrian's army here now, so people at home can see that. This is it. That looks very, very cool. Yeah, that is and a lovely display board as well.
The Blitzkrieg tank swarm from Jason actually won the Hannah Swag Award though, which was like the
Yeah.
TO's choice. Just I thought it was very cool. No one took. I think he took the most armor of anyone. I mean, I say armor, but armor. So
Yeah.
armor
Yeah.
7 and 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looking at the prize pool, you had a quite good selection of different prizes. Do you want to like give a shout out to your sponsors and stuff?
Yeah. We had obviously Warlord Games. We had War and Peace, which is kind of their local distributor down here. War and Peace Games. We had Dark Castle Terrain, which do MDF buildings, laser cut. We had Mini Decorations Down Under, which is one of our local club members started an online 3D printing business for his terrain. We had Eureka Miniatures supplied some vouchers. We had what else we have? We had quite a few. We had you have to excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't have the players pack in front of me, but we did have a lot of sponsors, and it's really awesome to have that level of support.
And by the way, can I just say, very lovely trophies with the saluting American soldier. That looks very, very cool.
That was a file that Mike and I found, and the file looked a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
Mike was saying he thinks his computer may have got about 50 viruses downloading the STL, but he actually scaled that up considerably. I think it's scaled up from about 3 or 4 inches to like over 12.
Yeah.
But they turned out good. They turned out really good.
They did. And looking over the event itself, it looks like people were having fun, and I see faces that I've seen before, at least in the top placements. So I'm guessing that a lot of the WTC team actually ended up in top placements here.
Yeah, top 4.
Yeah.
3 of them were WTC.
Yeah. So yeah.
No surprise to it, really.
No surprise to it, to be honest. Right. So, do you want to like talk a little bit about what you saw? Is there a certain meta at MOAB? Is there certain like things that we are seeing that?
Version 2, I would have said yes.
Yeah.
Version 3, really hard to pick. I mean,
yeah,
because of the way the platoon system is structured.
Yeah.
You can't pick it.
No.
I had veteran airborne infantry lists. Ian Underwood submitted a list, a US list with no vehicles at all. With this all infantry, all bazookas, artillery. We've had the Blitzkrieg tank swarm. We've had artillery batteries. Like we had Soviet lists with an Su-152. We had a AVRE turn up in the second day. So
wow,
it's hard to pick the meta, which is kind of what I kind of like about it. It's actually, you don't know what you're going to face,
which is very, very fun. It's fun to go to an event if you don't know, and like everyone can do all kinds of stuff, isn't it?
It can also be very horrible.
Yeah, true.
I've played games where I've taken what I thought was a strong list, and I've come up against a horde army, Japanese. So I mean, I was like, I just don't have the firepower
to cut that down. No, yeah.
So it's very much a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
I think
we are in the era of rock paper scissors, I guess. Yeah. Hi, Kat. Do you remember what the highest and the lowest order dice counts that you had were?
The highest was 21 or 22.
Yeah.
And that was the one Japanese list that we had, which is it's pretty standard.
Yeah.
I think the lowest, if we're just going purely on day 2, the lowest was around 11.
Okay.
but that was like an all veteran, stubborn airborne army.
Yeah.
We really had like the average seemed to be about 15, 16.
Yeah.
I don't know what the average order dice limit over there is, but I
Well,
think we
yeah.
tend to find we play a bit lower than you guys.
Yeah, it does seem like Australia plays a little bit lower than some places in Europe, but it does change depending on country and location and tournament as well, packs and such. So there's a huge like difference right now. But I'm like between 11 and 20 something. That's pretty normal for tournaments here as well. So
Yeah. The 20 dice list was actually a very new player. I think it was his first. I don't think he'd actually played any games
Ouch. Ooh.
before showing up. And interestingly enough, his first game of bolt action was game 1 of the tournament, and he was against Aaron.
Ha! Ouch. Talk about a cold start here.
That's right. Trial by fire.
Yep. But I mean, that's the way you get better. You go out and you play games and you lose a bunch of them. But you learn. Yeah.
He actually won two or
Nice.
3 games.
Well done.
Yeah, very good. That was the Japanese list.
Nice. Right. At this point, I think we should maybe look at the top 5 lists, and I'm going to start with number 5. If I can just get this to work here. There we go. And I want to be able to see us a little bit here. So I'll do like this. Okay. So who came 5th?
Jason with the Blitzkrieg Germans.
18 order-dice Blitzkrieg Germans with Spartruppen and Feldgendarmerie, light mortars, because of course you take those, and a couple of hair. Yeah, sorry?
Oh, there's no downside to taking light mortars anymore because they don't replace the mortar slot.
Yeah. Hanomag, nice. Nice to see those. And Panzer II and Panzer Is, yeah. These are just very, very good at the moment, these Panzers. And he doubles up on the armored platoons. Ouch. That is a lot of armor.
Yeah. A lot of armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine having to chew through all of that armor. I mean, I'm not sure I would have enough anti-tank.
Well, he faced Aaron.
Yeah.
Actually, in game 3.
Yeah.
No, it was game 4. It was the second day, but they had a really awful table. Like, it wasn't an awful table. It was a nice looking table, but it wasn't a table that was very good for his army. It was that built up city table, the Italian village table with the train station.
Yeah. He needs line of sight, and if he doesn't have that,
Aaron was just able to hide and evade him most of the time.
Yeah. And then in 4th place we have who was that? Was that Richard?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No,
Sorry?
Gabriel.
It was Gabriel, right. 15 order dice, Italians. Lovely. That's the Alpini Bersaglieris here with light machine guns, a couple of Fausts on the Periducci, and light mortars, anti-tank rifles, L6s, and auto blenders, and a heavy Semovente. Nice. That heavy Semovente 9+ with a medium anti-tank gun. Lovely.
I did see it burning on the tabletop a couple of times.
Well, it is vulnerable. If you get to the side of it, it's easier to take on, isn't it? And
I think Richard took it out of the Marder.
Yeah.
On one of the games.
Yeah. And the track. Nice. Very nice list.
Good list.
Very good. And then Richard came 3rd.
Richard Tyree, yep.
Yep. So with that Germans is his German list, 16 order dice. He had Gebirgsjägers, of course he did. Lovely. And look at this. He had
Good.
yeah, yeah. He had Gebirgsjäger Spaytruppen as well, so that is a lovely unit. Very, very difficult to get rid of, and so because they're infiltrating and at the same time they can move through terrain, you can stick them down anywhere and that'll do well.
That's right.
Yeah. Feldgendarmerie to get his vehicles going. It's also a pretty cheap unit. The sniper team. And martyrs. 2 martyr 3s. Ouch. That is also, look at that, forward-facing heavy AT gun. Right. They're pretty vulnerable, but yeah.
Yeah, they hit hard though.
Yeah, they do hit very, very hard.
Bit of a glass cannon.
Yeah, very much so. And the 250/4 with the double machine guns. And then a recce platoon with a Hanomag. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. It's a good list.
Good list, pretty simple, but very, very on point meta-wise for Germany right now. He has all the tools, the Feldgendarmerie and the infiltrating Spartruppen and all of that. So the only thing that's very different from what I'm seeing most of the time is the double martyr, but I am seeing some people, if they don't want to invest in an armored platoon themselves, they go and get some anti-tank options. Anti-tank hunters, pretty cheap.
Yep.
And then second place was that Daniel?
Adrian. Italian Alpini.
Right, that was the one who also won the best painted, wasn't it?
Yep.
Congratulations, Adrian. 18 order dice, Perdudici, Alpinis with light machine guns, a mix of troops, all kinds. Very nice. Auto Predators, very, very good transport selection there. AA gun with a mule team, howitzer with a mule team. He has a little bit of everything, doesn't he? Light simmer.
They accuse him of using the mule teams to pad his dice count.
A little bit, a little bit. But it's also very, they would have used mule teams and horse teams in the mountains, so it's also very thematic, isn't it?
Very on point, yeah, it's on point.
Yeah. And a medium tank, so double light simmer venti and a medium tank. Nice. So he basically only has one real tank. Maybe lacking a little bit of anti-tank options, but
kind of how he tends to play.
Yeah.
He only plays Italians and Polish. So, but when he plays bigger games, he plays the Italians. The Polish don't really play very well in the higher points.
They can struggle. I agree. Right. And now we come to it. The winning list from Aaron. Hopefully I'll get to sit down with Aaron as well. I've been chatting with him about doing that, and he can talk us through the list. But right now, you and I can just react to 18 order dice Soviets. He's bringing an inexperienced squad, 5 men, shirkers. That's just something to grab an objective, I guess. Scouts, 5 man.
Pure Aaron. He loves his shirkers.
Yeah. We have people like that here in Europe as well. Anti-tank teams, dog mine teams, Jeep. We have assault engineers with body armor and Faust and Panzer and flamethrower. Oh my god, that is third.
Yeah, very tough.
138 points for 5 guys. That is very expensive also. Very tough, but very expensive.
I can't recall if he had 2 of those.
He does. 2 assault engineers, yeah. They're basically unkillable, right? And then a recce platoon, which I'm guessing is where he gets the transport. So he has something that they can transport in, that's recce. I know he likes to do that. I don't understand it myself, but then I'm not the one who wins all those tournaments. So another scout squad for those. So yeah, a half-track M3 and a white scout car. Those I completely get. I love my M3s and in both versions, both the white scout and the half-track. They're really, really good.
They're very good. The scout cars are really good transport at the moment.
Really, really good. And with the heavy machine gun on top, it also is sort of dangerous to vehicles and stuff. Love it.
I'm a 7. They can't just pop it with a machine gun when it comes on the table. They've got to invest a heavy weapon.
Yeah, exactly. A heavy weapons platoon with a heavy mortar team and a medium mortar team. Also, yep, spotters for both of those. Nice. And an armored platoon of a BA-20 with the flamethrower and a Katusha to spread his enemies. Ooh, that is, yeah.
I do have to mention the Katusha
Mm-hmm.
because he took that specifically because he mentioned to me that he's going to take it before it's no longer viable.
Yeah.
With the stationary firing platform,
Yeah.
the increased minimum range and all that. I did see it take out 4 units in 2 games back to back.
Ouch.
So it fired. We played Richard Tyra, and it took out Gebirgsjäger and light mortar in 1 volley.
Mm.
And then when he played Gabriel in the last game, it did the same thing. 1 volley, 2 units.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it did quite a bit of heavy lifting actually over the weekend.
And he has to play it really cleverly because he can't push his scouts too far up towards the enemy because that will inevitably mean that the enemy can just stay close to the scouts and not get fired at by the Katusha. But on the other hand, if they move up to the scouts, they get fired at by the scouts, and then he can push his engineers. I like the list. It has all the movable parts. Yeah. So this is actually one of Aaron's list where I do understand that he won a tournament with it.
Yeah, it's a good list. It's not something because I play Soviets.
Yeah.
It's my main army. It's not how I would play Soviets, but
No.
I mean, as you said before, we're not the ones who are winning all the tournaments.
Exactly. Yeah. It's definitely not my style either, but it is a very recognizable, what I would term a barbecue list, where it has other elements to support the barbecuing, so bombardment elements of mortars and the Katusha, and some scouts that he can push up if he needs to. It's very Aaron. He keeps his options open and has a very hard counterpunch to whatever you're doing. So that's very him, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a barbecue list.
Yeah,
I think he was the only. I don't think anyone else took flamethrowers. Maybe I think I saw one other.
Yeah, you really have to invest if you're going to go that route now. Invest heavily into it because you can't just pick up a single engineer unit anymore and be like, okay, this is enough. Yeah.
Or in version 2 when you could just take 50-point flamethrower and chuck it in a jeep with an officer and off you go.
Yeah, everyone did that in version 2. No longer. Yeah.
Everyone did it.
Yeah. So here at the end, what is up for you? What's on your calendar now?
So I'm doing CanCon again with Ian.
Yeah.
So we're doing that in January. So Australia Day long weekend.
Mm?
I'll probably do MOAB again next year. So I've only been TOing for about 2 or 3 years. So I'm enjoying it. I think I was getting a little bit too competitive playing, and this has allowed me to ground myself a bit.
Yeah.
And just enjoy everyone's company.
Yeah. Because that's ultimately what the hobby is really about, isn't it? To meet old frenemies and hang out.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it more than playing, to be honest.
That's brilliant. I have a small request then. Once you do Cancun, can I see the lists like a week before the actual event? Because that will mean I can do a little bit of meta-analysis.
Yeah, just hit me up in early January.
I'll try to do that.
We'll shift some lists over to you.
Nice. And I'll talk to you then. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you have any people you'd like to thank here at the end, Julian, then now I guess is the time.
I just want to thank everyone else who turned up and helped make the day good. all the players, all the sponsors, and big shout out to Mike McMahon, who helped me on the day with the TOing. I couldn't have done that by myself.
Brilliant. Right, that's it from us today. We will see you in January.